Coming up next on KPBS Evening Edition, the state grounds helicopters flying for San Diego Gas and Electric for safety reasons, and we've learned the problems may be worse than the company is acknowledging.
And San Diego middle and high school students have just a few days left to get their whooping cough vaccines. We'll show you how the district is trying to help parents beat the deadline. KPBS Evening Edition starts now.
Hello, thanks for joining us. I'm Joanne Farian.
And I'm Dwane Brown. Tonight, we ask why it took so long for the city to respond to a major sewage spill caused by this month's big blackout.
But first, tonight's top stories, beginning with a state order to ground SDG&E's construction helicopters. Those helicopters were working on the Sunrise Powerlink project. The order to ground them is based on reported safety problems, and those problems may be more widespread than the company is acknowledging. KPBS investigative reporter Amitha Sharma is in the news center to explain. Amitha, what are you hearing?
Well, the California Public Utilities Commission grounded the helicopters for what it called a pattern of safety risks. Now, a source who is close to this project told me today that the problems with accidental drops of equipment from the helicopters and tail strikes, rotor tail strikes, are actually more numerous than what the company has publicly acknowledged.
Amitha, you also spoke with Supervisor Diane Jacob. What did she say?
Well, you know, she said that she's been aware of these problems for well over 5 months and that she has contacted the California Public Utilities Commission, the regulators in this case, for well over 5 months, but she did not receive a response from them and that they did not act until this week. And she says based on that lack of responsiveness, she doesn't hold out a lot of hope in the Public Utility Commission's ability to enforce safety on this project.
KPBS reporter Amitha Sharma.
Governor Jerry Brown has signed a measure to put a proposed downtown stadium for the Chargers on a faster track. It allows certain large construction projects to have faster judicial review of environmental issues. In return, the projects are expected to be environmentally friendly and create jobs.
A new poll says City Councilman Carl DeMaio and Congressman Bob Filner are leading the pack of candidates for San Diego mayor. The phone survey of 600 likely voters was done for our media partner, 10 News. Voters were asked who they'd choose if the election was held now. 25% chose DeMaio and another 25% chose Filner. San Diego County District Attorney Bonnie Dumanis was next with 16%. And Assemblyman Nathan Fletcher won support from 10% of those polled. 16% of the respondents were undecided and 9% chose other. The survey has a 4.1% margin of error.
Nearly $7 million down, with about $25 million or so to go in fundraising for San Diego's new Downtown Central Library. The foundation raising the money says it's making progress towards its $32.5 million goal by the end of the year. It's also talking about naming rights with several prospective donors to help close the funding gap.
A San Diego group is suing the state over budget cuts to programs for people with developmental disabilities. The ARC California is joining United Cerebral Palsy of San Diego in the suit, which claims the cuts violate federal law. People who use the program say they make a huge difference for the developmentally disabled.
It's allowed my children, only 14 and 12, to remain a part of my family, a part of their community.
Community support services are received by more than 19,000 mentally and physically disabled people across San Diego and Imperial counties. Those services range from in-home care to job training and transportation.
Parents of middle and high school students in San Diego are running out of time to get their children vaccinated against whooping cough. The kids need these shots by October 6th or they can't go to school. As it gets down to the wire, vaccine clinics are being offered around town. KPBS education reporter Kyla Calvert joins us from the news center. Kyla, tell us where these clinics are and who can show up for the shots.
Well, tomorrow and Friday, they'll be hosting clinics throughout the school day at Lincoln High School. And those clinics are for kids whose families meet income eligibility requirements or who are enrolled in Medi-Cal. But tomorrow afternoon at Patrick Henry High School, they'll have clinics that are free and open to the public. And I spoke with the woman who's been organizing the clinics this week, and she told me what she's hoping to see.
We hope we have a long line around the block. You know, we really want to get this job done, and we're getting down to the wire here. So it's just all about getting the word out to the public. Please come do this now. They're not kidding about excluding your child. This is a state law, and we have to adhere to it.
How many San Diego students still need the booster shot, and what happens if they don't get it by October 6th?
Well, earlier this week, more than 8,400 students still had to submit their proof of vaccination. And if they don't do that by October 6th, they'll have to stay home, as we just heard. And that doesn't just mean that they'll be missing a day of school. The district could also lose their state funding for those students on the days that they're absent. Several districts in the county have actually already passed their deadline, and those that I spoke with said that they really only had to keep just a handful of students at home. And they took such measures as making phone calls and even going to students' homes to get those stragglers' paperwork turned in.
KPBS education reporter Kyla Calvert. All this week, we're examining how the downturn in the economy has been affecting San Diego. Tonight, the story of one woman who lost her job and wound up living in a San Diego park. Her story is coming up in a few minutes. Plus, the greening of the desert. Green technology is creating jobs in the Imperial Valley. That story coming up from our Front Terrace desk.
Last night, we told you the sewage spills following this month's big blackout were even larger than we'd heard before. Now we're learning about delays between the spill and the cleanup. In a moment, we'll ask an official from the city's wastewater department what took so long. Here's the timeline.
On September 8th at 3:38 p.m., power goes out across the county. Within minutes, the city's wastewater treatment department knows 2 pumping stations are down. Approximately 2 hours later, the department learns sewage is spilling into the Los Penasquitos Creek. Monday, September 12th, crews begin pumping 12 million gallons of water, contaminated by sewage, out of the creek.
Joining me now to talk about why it took 4 days for crews to begin cleaning up the Los Penasquitos Creek is Chris McKinney, Deputy Director of San Diego's Wastewater Treatment and Disposal Program, and Gabrielle Salmer, Legal Director for San Diego Coastkeeper. Thank you both for being here. Chris, as we just heard, not only was the spill larger than we first had heard, but it also took 4 days for your department to send crews to start cleanup. Why?
Well, to address the first concern about the size of the spill, the initial estimates which we gave to the Regional Water Quality Control Board were based on visual estimates by staff in the field as the spill was occurring. So those by their very nature are subjective and therefore not entirely accurate. The updated numbers, which we'll be presenting to the board in our final report, are based on meter data from within the system. So they're not subjective, and they've been subject to scrutiny and analysis by our flow monitoring staff. So we're much more confident in the validity of those numbers. And this is common with sewer spills, that the initial visual estimate is updated, sometimes up, sometimes down. In this particular case, significantly upward.
So now with the 4 days, though, September 8th, there's a blackout. You know within hours that you've got sewage that is spilling, but 4 days later, crews show up.
Well, it's not quite accurate to say it took 4 days for the crews to show up. We had numerous laboratory and technical staff in the field doing water quality measurements along the beaches, in the lagoon, in the creeks. We also had collection crews in the streets because these spills originated from manholes in the city streets. So we're cleaning those up, cleaning the storm drains up. What it took from Thursday to Monday for us to realize is that, in fact, the sewage did not flow down the creek out into the lagoon and then eventually out to sea as we had anticipated. Instead, due to the topography in the creek and the low flow of fresh water at this time of year through the creek, there were areas near the coaster station, the Serena Valley coaster station, where the water was pooling. We had access issues getting in. I mean, this is an environmentally sensitive area, so we can't just run in there and tramp around inside the lagoon.
Gabrielle, when did your organization realize that this sewage was pooling inside of the creek?
Well, fortunately, Coastkeeper is sort of a neighborhood watchdog. We are out there, and we have the largest program of this kind, a citizen water monitoring program where we actually have volunteers, and this is one, very fortunately, one of our normal sites that we're out at every month. So we were out there, we had noticed immediately that there was a problem, and we followed that, tracked that, and just as Chris is saying, we saw that pooled sewage. And so we called the city, we called the regional board, we said, get your crews out here because we have a chance to actually get some of this out of the creek. So
you called Chris's department to notify them of the pooling? So, I mean, Chris, people at home are going to say, didn't someone from your office go and look on day 1 or day 2 or day 3? Why does it take a watchdog agency to inform you?
Yeah, we had staff throughout the region or throughout the area of the lagoon. The problem we have is with access, and even after we were aware of the pooling of the water, we couldn't just go down and immediately start pumping because the effort to go in, to send the trucks in, to send the people in to start pumping, we had to be sure that we were not causing more environmental damage just by the activities in the lagoon.
We want to move forward now. So in terms of why the sewage ended up there in the first place, there was no backup generator. So now this is what the city is looking at. This is what your department's looking at. How much would a backup generator cost? Quickly, Chris.
At this particular facility, and this is only one of many facilities, the generator itself would cost $1 million to $1.5 million, but that does not include the transformers that would be necessary, switchgear upgrades. We'd probably be looking at building construction because there's honestly no space right now at this facility. And I want to be clear that I'm only talking about the cost of this one facility. We're looking several $1 million, $5 to $8 million.
So, Gabrielle, now what do you think the city should be doing with regard to now monitoring the long-term environmental impact and making sure this never happens again?
Well, that's exactly right. We want to do a thorough investigation. We want the cleanup to continue. We're actually still seeing levels above normal in the lagoon that the creek feeds into, and then prevention. Absolutely want to make sure that this never happens again. And we want to move away from this sort of culture of fix on failure. So we want to say, let's not wait until these kind of things happen. Let's be proactive. Let's figure out what we can do beforehand. So we're looking forward to what the city has to offer. What are those recommendations? Maybe what are some win-win opportunities potentially with solar, other generators that we can do so this doesn't happen again.
Okay, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you both, Gabrielle Salmer from Coastkeeper and Chris McKinney, and you are with the San Diego's Wastewater Department. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tonight on KPBS at 8. Its latest eruption began in 1983, and it hasn't stopped since. It creates as it destroys. Hawaii's Kilauea volcano on Nature. Then at 9, it's the start of back-to-back novas as Japan faces disaster on an epic scale. Hour 1, earthquake. Then on Hour 2 of Nova, the worst is yet to come for the island nation as a tsunami approaches. That's tonight on KPBS.
I'm Gwen Eiffel. On the next news hour, the economics and the politics of Social Security, plus the latest on the GOP presidential field. That's Wednesday on the PBS NewsHour.
In the last year, KPBS News has been honored with nearly 36 awards. I'm extremely proud of these honors, and I thank you for your support as we continue to serve our local communities with award-winning news coverage in the years to come.
KPBS Evening Edition is made possible by Joan and Erwin Jacobs and by
Up until a month ago, the woman you're about to meet tonight was barely making it. She's been unemployed for more than 2.5 years and was recently living in a neighborhood park. That's where I spoke with her today. What are you feeling right now on the inside, now that you're back in this park?
It hurts.
Tricia Stone is like many people hit hard by the Great Recession of 2008. She was one of the last people laid off before her employer went out of business. Evicted from her condo, Stone ended up secretly living here at Hillside Park in El Cajon for more than a month.
Being here now, you can feel that sense of just, not emptiness and hopelessness. That's what you really feel like because you just don't know what to do or where to go.
How were you able to survive?
I went through dumpsters. for recycling. I took food when I had to sometimes. I took fruit that people threw out, and you just cut around the bruise.
Stone's 5-week ordeal is bittersweet. A stranger took her in, helped her get food stamps, a new driver's license, and access to a computer for her job search. But the bank has foreclosed on her temporary home. Now, all of them have 30 days to vacate the property.
It's going to be difficult, yeah.
What about you?
I don't know, but you know what? I'm not going to go back to the park.
As we just saw, people hit hard by the economic recession are all around us. Homeless advocates say they're seeing more people on the streets because they are having a tough time making ends meet. Here's the setup. This year's homeless count conducted by the Regional Task Force on the Homeless found unemployment is the #1 reason for homelessness. The homeless told them they're living on the streets because they're out of work. That's followed by eviction and foreclosure. Rounding out the top reasons are drugs, alcohol, mental issues, and domestic violence. Joining us to talk about the problem and possible solutions is Herb Johnson. He's the president and CEO of San Diego Rescue Mission. Thanks for being here, Mr. Johnson. Now, what are people telling you when they come to your organization for help?
Well, they can't make it. They're economically unable to satisfy the demands of their families on the street. We have an emergency shelter that does intakes at night, and we're seeing double-digit increases in the number of women and children that come to that shelter. It's just a overnight shelter. The sad thing is to see families pull up in these rickety cars, and the wife and the kids get out, and the husband goes off to fare for himself, but they virtually have no home. They're not part of your typical street population, but they are clearly homeless.
Is this different than what you were seeing 2 or 3 years ago before we had this sort of unemployment rise like it has?
Many more children. There's more children in the mix now. And that's because the families all are coming with 2 or 3 children there. For me, as I go out, at 7 o'clock on average at night through this emergency shelter, there's a lot of young children there, many of them in diapers, and that's really distressful for me. I have 12 grandchildren, and I know where they all slept, and I look at those kids, and many of them have no idea where they slept last night or where they're going to sleep tomorrow night.
So they have a place to sleep. What do they do once your shelter closes for the day? Where do they go from there?
Well, they bunk in with relatives. They go stay with friends. Many of those houses are overtaxed with extra population because of the unemployment, so there's just not enough bedding for them to be there. There are also women's shelters around during the day that can get them off the street.
Now, your count, the point-in-time count, also found an increase in the total number of homelessness as well. Tell me about that.
Well, it's been interesting because the number's been going down for about 3 years, but since 2008, there's been a huge uptick in this population. It is just amazing to me that the economic situation has added to this confusion. The other one is about military vets. We used to see a number of Vietnam-era veterans. Because we're a year-long program, we take some of the harder population, guys that have been on the streets for 15 or 20 years. And now we're just seeing significantly more, as your numbers will indicate to you, of Persian Gulf kids, 28, 29.
Are new vets.
These are new vets.
And what percentage are we seeing in terms of these new vets showing up in the homeless population?
The numbers say that it's almost 13% of kids coming out of the Persian Gulf. So these are these wonderful young folks that have gone over, some of them for 2 and 3 tours. They come back with a bag of money. They can't find jobs. The money's gone, and they're homeless. They're on the streets. What a tragedy.
I think traditionally a lot of us might think of the homeless as people with mental health issues or alcohol issues or drug issues. What do you say to that, to sort of that cliched image of the homeless population?
Well, you've got to take a close look at what comprises the population. There are indeed people with alcohol and drug issues. Mental health can cross over 30% of that. And when you take dually diagnosed and dealing with one of those substance issues and also with the mental health issues, it's as much as 40% of that population. They're very tough to seat, to find places for. They're not easy to put into long-term housing because they need the extended services that go around it. So for some of them, it's just easier to stay out. They'd rather stay out than get into the mix of all of the confusion of trying to get in, and that's a tragedy.
What's the biggest challenge right now? If we were looking at these families who face unemployment, ended up on the street, what's their biggest challenge in terms of getting off the street?
Finding long-term residential housing for them is tough. We can get them sheltered up, and the biggest thing for many of them is to most of them are able-bodied. There's a husband or a wife there that want to work, but they can't find employment. So they're in this vicious cycle of I can't get a first and last, or I don't have enough to pay for rent on a monthly basis. So they bounce. There's nearly 1,000 families in San Diego that are going from motels a few nights a month to relatives, to friends, to our shelters.
Thank you, Herb Johnson, for being here.
Thank you.
This week, we're focusing on the economy in U. Imperial County has had a long struggle with high unemployment, topping 32% in August, the highest in California. But the desert community is seen as a place where green jobs from solar to wind power could flourish. From our Fronteras desk, reporter Jill Replogle brings us the story of a program to train skilled workers to fill those jobs.
Imperial Valley leaders hope this is the future. The valley has vast potential to generate solar, geothermal, wind, and biomass energy, and with it, thousands of jobs for the region's needy residents. The current unemployment rate here is 32%, higher than anywhere else in the country. But jobs are on the horizon. Several dozen renewable energy projects are planned for the valley, and construction has already begun on a few of them. These two men are in their first year of a 5-year electrical apprenticeship. It's one of the few local training programs designed to prepare workers for skilled, well-paying jobs in the area's budding renewable energies industry.
This is the most high-paying job I've had. And I've been working since I was 18 and I'm 24 now. So yeah, this is definitely going to be a career.
Besides getting paid for their apprenticeships, students take classes at this training center. It opened in 2009 and is a joint project of the Electrical Workers Union, IBEW, and the National Independent Contractors Association.
Throughout the apprenticeship, basically what you do, you come in 2 nights a week during the night. One night is theory, and the other night will be lab.
Danny Machane is an organizer for the Electrical Workers Union. He recruits for the apprenticeship program among local high schools and colleges. The first class of apprentices graduated from the center this past June, but there were only 3 of them, and only 1 found work in Imperial Valley. Machane says the training program actually stopped accepting new apprentices during half of 2009 and all of 2010 because there simply weren't enough jobs to train them on.
We wanted to bring some more people in, but again, we have a commitment to the industry, which is our partners, and in the state of California, that we need to train them on the job for at least so many hours. Without that training, I can provide them 5 years of school, but again, without that, they don't graduate.
But things are looking up. This fall's incoming class of apprentices is the largest yet, 15 people. Current apprentices finishing up the program are hopeful about their job prospects. Ramon Castro is in his final semester of the apprenticeship. He currently works at the water treatment plant in Brawley.
It started to pick up. I mean, when I first came in, we had some work, right? We had all the schools and whatnot, but it was always iffy if we were going to get onto another project, and I was kind of concerned, considering, we going on unemployment and taking breaks, and we want to keep working. And now, I mean, it's just seeing these guys are getting picked up, and although I've been on the same job for about 17 months now, I mean, I know there's work for me as soon as I get out, and it's mainly the big rush out here to catch, the solar power, and I know that I'm going to be employed. I mean, not for sure, not 100%, but I feel confident, I feel good.
The apprenticeship program hasn't been easy, Castro says, but he hopes his fellow Imperial Valley residents will make sacrifices, like he has, to prepare for the jobs of the future.
I want us to be prepared for when the work comes here, and if it does, and it will, I want us to have the labor force, the skilled labor, to take on these jobs, so that the work goes to us, to the locals. We need it bad. So, and not to, so that we don't have to import labor from any other state or county. As far as I'm concerned, we have all the manpower. We just need to be ready for it.
That's Jill Replogle reporting from Imperial Valley. There's been another big development on the renewable energy front there. San Diego State University's Imperial Valley campus recently received federal grant money to establish a renewable energy training and demonstration center.
The PBS Arts Fall Festival, where Friday nights are a nationwide celebration of the performing arts. From Pearl Jam to Steve Martin, the Miami City Ballet, and many more great performances only on PBS. The stars come out on America's largest stage, the PBS Arts Fall Festival. All this fall on PBS.
Welcome to KPBS Evening Edition's Public Square. All week, we've been looking at the economy and rise in poverty in San Diego County. We asked you yesterday what poverty looks like to you. Pearl Romero says, I see homeless people every single day at the downtown library, at the main post office in downtown, by the bridge near City College, at C Street, and the list goes on. And Sophie R. says the waiting list for Section 8 affordable housing is 8 years. There are so many people that can't afford housing here. Well, as you heard earlier, the San Diego Public Library Foundation has to raise more than $25 million by the end of the year. Fundraisers are hoping naming rights will lead to donations. Would you give money to the downtown library to have your name put on a plaque? How much? Let us know. You can reach us by following us on Twitter, liking us on Facebook, and of course, you can email us.
Recapping some of tonight's top stories, the state has grounded construction helicopters flying for San Diego Gas and Electric. The order cites safety concerns. And San Diego Unified School District is offering clinics to get students vaccinated against whooping cough. The deadline for getting the shots is October 6th. You can watch and comment on any of the stories you saw tonight on our website, kpbs.org/evening edition.
Thanks for joining us. Have a great night. We leave you with a look at the forecast.
Good night.